Welcome back to Insights That Matters, the show that helps you cut through the noise and get to the heart of complex topics quickly.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're diving deep into an exciting investment prospect in the Indian market.
Okay.
PropShare Investment Trust, an SM REIT, gearing up for its IPO.
All right.
And to guide us through this offering, we have our financial expert.
It's great to be here. We have a lot to unpack. So let's just jump right in, understand this company and its potential.
Now, for our listeners who might not be familiar, can you give us a quick rundown of what PropShare Investment Trust does?
Yeah.
And why this IPO is creating a buzz?
PropShare Investment Trust is venturing into the commercial real estate space in India, specifically focusing on office spaces. They're aiming to raise a substantial amount, up to $3,530 million through their IPO by offering Platina units.
Interesting.
This is particularly interesting because it provides an opportunity to invest in a grade A commercial building.
Got it. Prestige Tech Platina.
Okay.
Located in a prime spot in Bangalore.
Bangalore, the Silicon Valley of India.
Exactly.
That location itself sounds promising. What can you tell us about the property and its financials?
Prestige Tech Platina isn't just strategically located.
Right.
It's already operational and fully leased.
Oh, wow.
This is a key indicator of its attractiveness to tenants.
Makes sense.
And gives us a glimpse into the company's potential for generating revenue.
Okay.
The projected market value of the property is $3,537.25 million.
Okay.
That's over 3.5 billion rupees, a significant figure even in the bustling Indian real estate market.
So a fully operational grade A building in a prime location, already generating income, that's a strong starting point.
Definitely.
But what about the specifics for potential investors like myself?
Right.
What kind of returns are we looking at?
One of the key figures to consider is the projected net distributable cash flow, or NDCF.
For Prestige Tech Platina, this is estimated to be quite promising.
Okay.
NDCF essentially represents the cash flow that could be distributed to unit holders like yourself after all expenses and obligations are met.
Okay, so that's the potential slice of the pie for investors.
Yeah.
But real estate investments are often seen as long-term commitments.
For sure.
What's the story here?
The weighted average lease expiry, or WALE, for Prestige Tech Platina is 9 years.
Wow.
This means that tenants are locked in for the long term, providing a stable and predictable income stream for the REIT. It's a comforting factor for those seeking consistent returns rather than short-term gains.
And a 9-year WALE, that's impressive.
It is.
It definitely speaks to the confidence tenants have in this property.
Absolutely.
But beyond the numbers, who are the people driving this venture?
Right.
What's their vision?
The investment manager for this REIT is PropShare Investment Manager Private Limited. They bring a wealth of experience in real estate and financial management to the table. Their vision goes beyond just bricks and mortar. They aim to create a thriving ecosystem within Prestige Tech Platina by focusing on tenant satisfaction and long-term relationships.
So it's not just about owning a building, it's about fostering a community. That's a smart approach, especially in a competitive market like Bengaluru.
Definitely.
But how do they plan to achieve this vision? What's their concrete plan?
Their plan is multifaceted. First, they are committed to using the funds raised from the IPO primarily for the acquisition of Prestige Tech Platina. This demonstrates a clear focus on establishing a strong foundation with a prime asset. Second, they plan to leverage their expertise in property management to maintain high occupancy rates and ensure tenant satisfaction.
Makes sense.
They understand that happy tenants translate into a stable income stream for the REIT and, consequently, consistent returns for investors.
That's a sound strategy. Focusing on a high-quality asset and ensuring its profitability through proactive management.
Exactly.
But the real estate market, especially in a dynamic country like India, is not without its risks. What are some of the potential challenges that investors should be aware of?
You are absolutely right. Every investment carries inherent risks.
For sure.
The company acknowledges this and highlights certain factors in their prospectus. One notable risk is the reliance on a single property. Prestige Tech Platina.
Makes sense.
Any unforeseen event impacting this property could have a significant impact on the REIT's overall performance.
So diversification would be a key strategy for mitigating that risk in the long run.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's where their growth strategy comes into play.
Right.
While the initial focus is on Prestige Tech Platina, the investment manager has expressed intentions to explore future acquisitions and expand their portfolio.
Got it.
This signals a forward-thinking approach and a commitment to long-term growth, which could ultimately benefit investors.
That's reassuring.
Yeah.
But diversifying into a volatile market like real estate requires a strong team at the helm.
Absolutely.
Tell us more about the people driving this venture and their expertise.
The investment manager, PropShare Investment Manager Private Limited, boasts a strong leadership team with vast experience in Indian real estate.
Got it.
For instance, Kunal Maktan, one of the key figures, has a proven track record in real estate investments and fund management. His expertise is crucial in navigating the complexities of the market and ensuring the REIT's financial health. And then there's Hashim Kadir Khan, a co-founder of PropShare. He brings a strong technological background to the table, which is increasingly vital in today's digital age.
A blend of real estate acumen and tech savviness.
Yeah.
That's a powerful combination.
For sure.
But what about checks and balances? Are there mechanisms in place to ensure transparency and accountability?
Absolutely. The REIT has an independent board of directors, bringing external perspectives and expertise to the table. Individuals like Ramakrishnan Seshan, with his decades of experience in banking and wealth management, ensure that all financial decisions are made with the utmost prudence and in the best interest of the investors.
So we have a solid asset, a strategic plan, a seasoned leadership team, and independent oversight. But what about the regulatory framework governing this REIT? Does it offer adequate protection for investors?
That's a crucial aspect to consider. And this is where the role of the trustee becomes significant. Axis Trustee Services Limited is the designated trustee for this REIT.
Got it.
And their primary responsibility is to safeguard the interests of the unit holders. They ensure that the REIT operates within the regulatory framework, complies with all legal requirements, and protects the rights of investors like yourself. Their presence provides an additional layer of security and transparency, instilling confidence in the investment.
So we have a strong foundation and a robust regulatory framework in place.
Absolutely.
But even with all the safeguards, risk management is paramount, especially in the real estate sector. What steps has the investment manager taken to mitigate potential challenges?
The investment manager has a comprehensive risk management framework in place, addressing potential challenges that could impact the REIT's performance. They have identified key risks, including economic downturns, regulatory changes, even unforeseen events like natural disasters, considering India's vulnerability to such events. What's impressive is that they haven't just acknowledged these risks. They have laid out clear plans to address each one, demonstrating their proactive approach to safeguarding the investment. This commitment to transparency and risk mitigation is commendable and instills confidence in potential investors.
That's insightful. Proactive risk management is a crucial factor in navigating the unpredictable waters of the real estate market.
Absolutely.
But beyond the numbers and strategies, what about the ethical considerations? Are there any concerns regarding the company's practices and governance?
PropShare Investment Trust stands out with its strong emphasis on ethical practices and good corporate governance. Transparency, accountability, and fairness are deeply ingrained in their operational philosophy. This resonates well with modern investors who are increasingly conscious of a company's ethical track record alongside its financial performance.
It's heartening to see that ethical considerations are not an afterthought, but rather woven into the fabric of their operations.
Absolutely.
This certainly adds to their credibility and appeal for investors like myself who value these principles.
For sure.
But let's shift our focus to the future. We've analyzed the present, but what about the growth potential? What makes this IPO a compelling opportunity in the grand scheme of the Indian commercial real estate market?
India's economic growth is undeniable. And with this growth comes an increasing demand for high-quality office spaces.
Makes sense.
Bengaluru, in particular, is a thriving hub for technology and innovation, attracting major companies and startups alike.
Yeah.
This surge in activity naturally translates into a need for modern, well-equipped office spaces, positioning PropShare Investment Trust right in the sweet spot. They're not just riding the wave. They're strategically positioned to capitalize on this upward trajectory.
It's about being in the right place at the right time with the right offering. And it seems PropShare Investment Trust ticks all those boxes.
Absolutely.
But as with any investment, there's a need for due diligence.
Of course.
What are your final takeaways for our listeners?
Sure.
What are the key points they should consider before making a decision?
This deep dive has provided a comprehensive view of PropShare Investment Trust's IPO. We've explored their financials, their leadership, their growth strategy, and the risk factors involved. It's essential to remember that no investment is without risk.
For sure.
However, PropShare Investment Trust presents a compelling case with its prime asset, experienced leadership, and a robust risk management framework.
We've armed you, dear listener,
with
the knowledge and insights you need to make an informed decision.
Absolutely.
It's now up to you to evaluate this opportunity in light of your own financial goals, risk appetite, and investment strategy.
As you do your own research and ponder this investment, consider the broader trends shaping the Indian commercial real estate landscape. How might technological advancements, evolving work patterns, and urbanization influence the demand for office spaces in the years to come?
Makes sense.
These are important questions to consider as you navigate this exciting and potentially lucrative market.
A huge thank you to our expert for sharing their insights and analysis.
My pleasure.
It's been a truly enlightening session.
It's always rewarding to delve into such promising opportunities.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey of knowledge and discovery. If you found this deep dive into PropShare Investment Trust's IPO valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to Insights That Matters.
Absolutely.
More insightful deep dives on topics that matter to you.
Yeah.
Until next time, happy investing.